spots on the campus itself. As part of that, in terms of sustainability, we're looking to also provide solar wherever we can and other sustainability items. Campus kiosk lighting was a concern. They talked about having perhaps farmers market on the weekends or something to bring people onto the campus, because the discussion centered around how do you make the campus more community friendly and more accessible and open to the community as a whole. This is the existing campus. The buildings in the little lime green color, all the buildings that actually exist on the campus currently. This is coming out of the tunnel here, coming out Webster, and then down to Ralph Apizzato now, I guess is the correct name, Atlantic. The other big thing on this campus is the work that's going to be going on over here. There's a new housing development and retail development that's going to be occurring off the site. As a result of that, as you know, you've sold off 3 acres of this property for a new roadway that's going to be coming in. And we see that as also as an opportunity, because now there's going to be a lot of traffic that's going to be coming in this side of the campus, which we'll show you in just a moment, in the future, that we're going to try to capitalize on. This is the service area for the College of Alameda. And again, just a zoning plan of the campus. It's all considered neighborhood residential around it, and they're going to have the future commercial and residential over in this area. And this is the result of our assessment of the campus, our physical assessment that we did with all of our engineers, structural engineer, mechanical, landscape architects, plumbing. Everybody did an assessment of the campus. And the assessment key is that the blue are buildings that are in the best condition. The yellow is sort of mid-range, and the red is in worse condition, and gray are buildings that weren't assessed. And the gray buildings that weren't assessed on this campus are the portables, the Cougar Village here, and the portables here, as well as the existing A building, which is currently under construction. And the key there is, as you can see, is that there isn't any blue on the campus. And so those are the buildings that are in the best condition. So each of these buildings are not in the best of shape overall, and the yellow, of course, the buildings that are okay. And again, going back to the Moss study about the square footage that's going to be needed, because again, that's only 20,000 square feet, which has to deal with the terms of adding space on the buildings we talked about earlier. And so the major goals that we came up with from all the meetings and discussions and the town halls were that we need to define an entry to the campus. And in this case, we'd have to define multiple entrances to the campus, because the campus is not just entered from one place. We want to establish a core or center to the campus. That's very important to establish a center and to have defined ways to get to that center on the campus. Give the college a real identity for the community and people who are going by. To provide a link between the community and the campus, and provide ways to get better access into the campus. And of course, sustainability is something you'll see on every campus, because I know that's part of the programs that you guys have put forward, but also something that we all do on a constant basis now. Sustainability and everything we do is going to be an important component of that. So this is the landscape plan of the campus from our landscape architects. And what this begins to define, as you can see, are the entry points that we've put together in terms of our circulation patterns. You see it starting to get defined here. This slide is the existing circulation patterns on the campus, and how the pedestrian circulation routes itself on the campus. And this slide is how we've reorganized those circulation patterns on the campus to try to, going a little ahead, to try to look at a new bus stop here on Webster that brings you directly into the campus. This is the current walkway from the corner right here, which we're enhancing and improving. We've created a new center to the campus right here with a new defined obelisk that's there. Redo the parking area so that you now have an entrance coming out of the parking that defines you again and brings you right into the center of campus. And so the green are the pedestrian access points principally, and the red are the vehicular transportation points. And this is on the back side over here is where the new Willie Stargell Way is, which is going to be put in by the city. And so that becomes a new entry point again to the campus right here. And these are the two primary entrances that exist currently, which we're going to enhance as well. Okay? And so that in that process, what we're looking at, this is the proposed entry off of the Atlantic, the first one that you come into. One of the key things we're talking about is some identifiers at each of the entry points as you come in. There's a new vertical element right in the center of campus. So as you drive in, you orient yourself immediately. This is the existing administration building that's currently under renovation. And beyond it is the new building C and D, which is going to be replaced. This is the center of campus look, again with this new element in the center, and a new building C and D, which has a pass-through. Essentially it's one building connected by a bridge that you walk under to get in and out to get to the main parking lot in the back. It's a concept we've put together for this. This is coming from the corner. The existing corner, you now have from the corner of, you currently have a walkway that was put in there, I guess, several months back. A new walkway was put in. We look at how to make that walkway be more of a real entrance to the campus by, again, the identifiers of the campus at these major points like we have the entry. Again, that major element in the center of the campus, at the campus core. So again, you orient yourself to where the middle of the campus is, where student services are going to be right off of that, where the administration building, again, is right off of that. And this is the new C&D building over here. And this is at the bus stop, proposed bus stop. Again, the identifiers for the campus. And this is the walkway that goes directly into the center of campus again, all the way in from the new proposed bus stop area.
What is that building right behind the bus stop there?
That would be the new, it's foreshortened, it's brought in, it's a new C&D building that's beyond.
Oh, very foreshortened.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems to me it's 300 yards away.
Actually, it's not that far. No, the corner is actually there. That's the corner of Atlantic right there.
Okay, so this bus stop is proposed for where?
On Webster.
On Webster?
As you come in through the tunnel.
Oh,
Yeah.
immediately.
Just to back you up for just a moment, right there. You come out of the tunnel here, and this is where the new turn will be to get off the Willie Stargell, where that new entrance is in, and this is where we're proposing to put the bus stop, and again, here's the corner, is right there. Okay, so you'd have that bus stop would bring you directly into the center of campus again. And then this is coming from the parking lot in back of campus, walking through the new C&D building, and this is the connection to the two portions of that building, and then walking through into the campus center. And now that breaks down into phases, as I mentioned before, 5, 10, and 15-year phases. The first phase of this would be which is underway currently, is the modernization of Building A. That's this one right here. That's currently happening right now, and so that's ongoing. The next would be the replacement of Building C and D, as we talked about. What we're recommending here is that we tear down Building C and D, and you build a new building to help frame the campus and also meet the student needs inside the campus as well for classroom needs. So that's the blue right here, that building. And this is the connection that goes through the building to get into the major parking lot. And also then it begins to establish the central core, because then you have your libraries here, you have your student center here, administration building, and your main campus building. So they all provide this new center to the campus in that location. And then this Willie Stargell Avenue is being done by the city. Then you have the new rear entrance that has to now be installed, because the city is providing you basically a driveway cut, but on the campus there's still going to be no physical route to get into the building, because now all that has been rerouted as a result of Willie Stargell going in. So the district is going to have to build this new roadway that we show in blue. A new roadway to connect back to the parking area. Yeah. So that's why it's in the first phase. And then infrastructure projects have to be completed on this site. All of the campuses have serious infrastructure issues that have to be addressed, except for Berkeley. And so that's one thing that has to be instituted.